Hi everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Zsuzsi and today's video is going to be something new because I am decorating my house, well, specifically my reading corner for fall. And this is new to me because I usually decorate for celebrations, you know, like Christmas or Easter, but I never really decorated for a season. But now I live in New England, and when you live in New England, fall is like everything to us. It is beautiful. So I decided that I am going to lean into the season fully, and I will try my best to make my home and specifically my reading space cozier. Most of my Christmas and Easter decorations, they are done by my mom because she is next level. She can knit and she can crochet like a professional, and she is not. And she was supposed to make some fall decorations for me, and she did, but unfortunately I don't have them. So this year I have to fend for myself. So I went to Home Goods. I didn't know that we had Home Goods. Like, I don't know, sometimes I feel that I don't live in this city, like, I don't know, but we do in the city center. So I went to Home Goods and I picked up a couple of things that I want to use for decorations. I think that I went a little bit crazy, but because I don't have any fall decorations, I kind of, you know, had to buy a lot of things in one go. Mostly pumpkins and or like different forms of pumpkins, because I am kind of like a person who's crazy for pumpkins, the shape and all that. So this one little thing that I have, this is actually from last year. This is the only like fall decoration that I have, and I bought this from CVS last year for my mantle. And this is basically a battery operated fairy lights, but it is fall themed because instead of the little lights we have little acorns and leaves and pumpkins, and it is super cute. So this is the only decoration, just like I said, that I have, and I will untangle this before I start decorating. Okay, but now the Home Goods goodies. First, what we have here, I believe that this should be a pumpkin, because just like I said, I went a little bit pumpkin crazy, and indeed it is. Like, look at this beautiful orange glass pumpkin that I have here. Can you see that it is actually like glittery and really nice? I didn't buy anything that's knit or crochet because, again, my mom have those for me. So I kind of like focused on glass things that she cannot make for me, and I adore this little pumpkin. It's just so beautiful. This was the first thing that I picked up. And then this is also another pumpkin. It's like a wicker pumpkin. I never seen anything like this, and it's got kind of like a hole at the bottom, so I'm not sure if I'm like supposed to use it like this, or maybe I should like sit this on top of a candle. So that's probably not a good idea because this material and flame obviously doesn't go together. So anyways, I think it's beautiful and so unique. I usually don't really see decorations like this, so I had to pick it up. And then what else? Another pumpkin, and this is more like I think it's made out of wood, and it's got kind of like a champagne gold finish, and I just love this one. I think that this will be perfect to use on my mantle, maybe with this wicker pumpkin. I'm not sure, but this is so cute. I just couldn't leave this there. I think this was like $3 or something like that, so of course I had to buy it. What else do I have? Oh yeah, I also bought some battery operated fairy lights because the idea is to decorate my fireplace. That's right behind me, and it is a mock fireplace. And what is more cozier than, you know, a little bit of fire? Ooh, that just came out wrong. What's more cozier than a little bit of fire? No, that just came out wrong. So I want to use these fairy lights as like fake fire in my fake fireplace. And also the idea is to use this in mason jars. This is like, I've been collecting these mason jars. I want to put these fairy lights into this mason jar and maybe use them as like bookends. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I want to try. So I picked up like 12. I think I have 12 fairy lights in here. And then, as far as we're talking about lights and fire, I also got some, again, battery operated candles. I'm not a big candle fan. I think I have like maybe 1 or 2 in my house, but I never really use them. And I thought that this one is actually a really good idea, especially if you want to use them for bookshelf decorations, because again, fire and paper, probably not a good combination. But this one, you know, kind of works like that. I think that this will be perfect. So I know exactly where I want to put these, and I hope that it will work out. So that's that. And I also have another pumpkin, but this one is special because this one is a beautiful glass pumpkin. It's kind of like very similar to the orange one that I picked up, but this one is also a lamp. When I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. See? I don't know if you can see it because it's not dark, but yeah, it's a lamp, and it's also like glittery and such a beautiful pumpkin. So of course I had to pick this up. And then, what's this? I don't remember. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. I also bought a mug that is a little fox. I mean, come on. Isn't he cute? I think it's a he. Now, you don't know this yet, but I am obsessed with foxes, and I actually needed an organizer for my bookmarks, and this is the mug that I want to use for that. And I think it's kind of like heavy. I think that I could also use this as a bookend. I am, of course, not going to use it as a mug. I mean, it's way too beautiful for that. And also, I got a big-ass pumpkin, a big-ass real pumpkin, because the idea is to make my own little pumpkin patch there, right next to the fireplace, and I needed a big pumpkin for that. And I also want to mix the plastic and the glass with some organic material, so that's one big pumpkin for that. Oh, this is heavy. And also I picked up multiple little pumpkins that I want to use on my big bookshelf. I don't have space on my big bookshelf. It's like stuffed with books. So I think that only these little real pumpkins are the decorations that I will be able to use there. Now, I did this last year. This was the only thing I did last year. I bought like 10 of these little pumpkins, all different shapes and colors, and I scattered them all around the big bookshelf. And I forgot about the ones that were on the top shelf because I cannot reach the top shelf, right? So I just forgot about them. And then I think you all know what happened, because yeah, it was disgusting. I just smelled that something is wrong, and then yeah, it was disgusting. And then I had to clean it up, and luckily none of my books got ruined, but you know, this year I will pay a little bit more attention. And then the last thing is a little bit of a DIY. It's a fox. It's, you know, one of those ceramic little DIY kits that you can buy in DIY shops and order from Amazon. That's what I did. I ordered this one from Amazon and I already painted it yesterday because I want to use it today. Why I'm not sure that, like, you know, this is my best job. Maybe I will like change the style a little bit, but honestly I think that this is super cute and I actually really like him. It's a he. So yeah, he is very light, but the idea is to use him as a bookend. So we'll see. I'm kind of like proud of him. I'm not really good with DIY, so I think he ended up actually pretty cute. You're cute. You're cute. And that's everything that I bought. I also have a couple of other things, a couple of other decorations from last year that I will of course reuse, and I will show you those things as I am decorating. I want to keep everything very nice and clean and minimalistic. I usually don't like to over decorate, so oh, fingers crossed that everything will look nice and it will not be a disaster. So now I'm gonna go and have some breakfast. I am going to make chocolate chip and pecan pumpkin spice waffles because that's what I want. I think that is the perfect way to celebrate the beginning of fall. So that's what I'm going to do. Once I'm done with that, I will definitely have enough energy to start decorating. So let's get to breakfast and then let's get to decorating. One of my best work ever. Oh my god. Oh, this is so good. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Hey everybody, this is VoiceOver Me and I am going to walk you through the decorating process. So the first thing I did was to set up the fireplace. I put some logs and fairy lights into the fireplace. I didn't film the process because I was head and paws into the fireplace and it was not a very graceful position, if you know what I mean. So nobody needs to see that on the internet. I think that when I light these fairy lights, especially in the evening or during the night, it will create a really warm and cozy atmosphere. So ultimately, I am very happy with this fireplace setup. Next, let's set up my blankets. All of my blankets are made by my mom. I mean, this yellow one is a fleece blanket. She didn't make the blanket, but she decorated one of the corners with Hungarian pattern. So I really like this one, it's very special. And I also have this gigantic and super warm knitted navy blue blanket that she made for me for the cold Boston winter. And here is my autumn/fall, depending on where you live, blanket that she knitted for me using fall colors. And I really love this one. I am going to set up my mini pumpkin patch in this corner of the fireplace with this gigantic real pumpkin as well as my little cute wicker pumpkin and my super cute, super tiny champagne gold wood pumpkin. I think they look really good together. I decided to set up another super tiny pumpkin patch on the other side, the other corner of the fireplace with my super old Hungarian books. I am going to use my pumpkin lamp in this corner. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have a very strong light, but I think that the white will look good with the old books. And just for a pop of color, I decided that I'm going to add a little orange pumpkin there and also one to the top of my books. I think this looks super cute. And for my TBR card, I am going to use this little pumpkin and Foxy because that's the name I gave him. So, yep, he is going to watch over my TBR books. I like that he's sitting here in the corner in the shadow of this plant. It kind of looks like that he's hiding in the woods. Alright, so next up is the mantle. First, I want to set up my bookmarks collection here. So I'm just gonna grab my little fox mug. I named him Lumiere, and I'm going to use him to watch over the bookmarks. I have a lot of bookmarks. I have some from London and Salem. This one is from my friend. And this super cute one, it's from Australia. It's a koala. I also have this gigantic bear bookmark. And most of my bookmarks are made by my mom. I think that these are like super cute, and this one is my favorite for the fall. And next, the decorations. So I decided to use the candles here in this corner, and it's not enough that these candles look amazing because they look like real candles. They also feel like real candles. They got some kind of waxy texture, so I am super pleased with them. I'm going to add some real little pumpkins here, a pine cone just for as natural organic material here, and also some acorns that I preserved. These acorns are from the oak tree that grows in our street. And I am also going to use my favorite fairy lights here. And setting up these fairy lights, it was not easy. They are super cute, so of course somehow I managed, but honestly, it gave me a lot of headache. I decided to make some space and I tried to use my books to fix these lights because again they just didn't want to stay in place. And I decided to use some of the extra acorns that I had here as decoration. I am kind of obsessed with these acorns. This one is a really special one because it is from an oak tree that grows at Walden Pond, and this one I always keep here regardless of the season. So next I decided to set up one of the fairy lights in a mason jar, and oh boy, was this a difficult task. And it was extra difficult doing this in front of the camera, but somehow I managed. I like the end result, but I think that this will be a nicer Christmas decoration. And lastly, I will try to decorate my bookshelf, but as you can see, I have books on top of books here, so I don't really have much space for decoration. But I decided here that instead of my rose quartz here that I use as a bookend, for the fall season I am going to use my orange glass pumpkin here. It is super heavy, so I can safely use this as a bookend here, right next to my little snake plant that is dying, unfortunately. If you guys have any idea how I can keep this little plant alive, then please let me know in the comments below, because I don't want to lose it. I'm going to decorate my fantasy shelf with a little orange pumpkin. I think this looks good next to the white shell. And here I am going to use my last little pumpkin, the white one, for my romance books. I think it looks good. This is all I can do here. Just because I have two leftover acorn clusters, I'm going to use one here and then one here. And now the voiceover me is going to say goodbye, and I will let you guys to enjoy the result of our work in peace. Bye! This is it, guys. This is the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed spending some time with me and enjoyed decorating my reading space. Hit share, like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. You are welcome here. If you want to check out any of my other videos, I will leave them on the screen. And I see you soon in an upcoming video. Bye!